Namaskar friends, welcome to the lifelineorations program. From today, as I have asked you, we will talk about the cultural deposits of man. To know what man is, we will have to search his cultural deposits. Friends, I had told you in the introductory oration when I was quoting Shakespeare. In talking about man, I am going to take you to a very perplexing zone of human knowledge, in a dark jungle, so to say. So before I take you to that jungle, let me tell you a very important thing which will help you to find a route through that jungle. There have been three most important discoveries, important theories in the entire gamut of human knowledge. These three theories, when came into publishing, worked like three atom bombs in the ocean of knowledge. It convulsed the entire world. Hundreds of researchers were set in their trail to verify whether the theories are correct or not. And each of these theories permeate are reflected in each of the cultures I will tell you. So unless you know the basics of these theories, it will be difficult for you to follow the lectures on the cultures. They are certainly knowledge people have read lifetime and have written in books. But what has been written in books, they are for students. While bringing them to you, I have distilled it. The life distillation, how they are important for life. Now, what are the three important discoveries? One was Copernicus, the heliocentric theory. Previous to that, there was the geocentric theory. Earth was the center of the cosmos, the universe. That was the theory of Ptolemy and was prevailing. Under the Judeo-Christian tradition, the belief was the earth and the men inhabiting on it was the central focus of God. They were to be his devotees. What Copernicus said was, the earth was a very tiny place, tiny planet in the solar system. The earth is moving around the sun, not the sun moving around the earth. Earth is a very tiny place in the cosmos, and man, a very insignificant worm, so to say. So the importance man was getting, feeling himself to be, was reduced to utmost nothingness. That was in the year 1516. This theory got a very serious protest from the church and from many scholars, theologians. But in the three succeeding decades, Galileo and Kepler, they researched and they proved that Copernicus was right. The second theory was of Darwin, Darwin's theory of evolution. Let me tell you the basics. The details of it I will tell you when the point will come. First is, nothing is created in the universe, neither life nor matter. Everything has evolved, come up growing slowly and gradually over a long period of time, billions of years, millennia. Secondly, all life has come from a single source. That means the rat and man, they have the same common ancestor. In one way, they are cousins. Life has come out of non-living matter. Everything has evolved. Next point is species, means different races of creatures. they always produce children more than what their environment can cater. The environment has food supply for 100 creatures of that species, say deers, but there are 500 deers, children, small deers. Darwin says 400 must perish. Which 400 and which 400 will perish, which 100 will thrive? The best variety of them will thrive. There will be automatic struggle for existence and the fittest will survive. Next theory is natural selection. Nature selects. As in domestic, we sometimes, some of our friends elsewhere, they rear dogs and cats. They breed male, female cats and dogs to get best varieties of the puppies and kitten. Similarly, nature also selects, Darwin says. When if some creature of some species develop special characteristics, nature selects them and eliminates the variety that are without any special features. Then, that was the year 1859, Darwin's Origin of Species, first book that was published. In The Descent of Man, that was published in 1870, Darwin gave a theory of a man. Darwin said man and apes, the gorilla, chimpanzee, baboon, orangutan, they have a common ancestor. And the mental capacity of man may be much higher than that of the apes, but not totally different from the mental caliber of the apes. Thus, that means man is just a higher animal, not a separate, totally different animal in kind. Friends, this theory eliminates God, eliminates creation. All religion, all metaphysics, everything is gone. But the theory was propounded with so much scientific proof. Many scholars came up justifying it. In the course of this century, 20th century, there have been a lot of change in this theory. But the basic fundamental principle remains the same. Thereafter came up genetics. As we are reading to genetic, many different biological sciences. Last was Sigmund Freud, father of psychology or psychoanalysis. Sigmund Freud was a doctor. He took experiments on certain mental patients called neurotics. He examined them. After examining them and after examining many dreams from many patients, he came to a conclusion that no man can say what he is or what she is, because his or her conscious mind cannot tell what he or she is inside. Man's inside is man's unconscious, and man's conscious intelligence cannot reach that unconscious state. It is only a psychologist who, while examining his dreams, cannot know what he is in the unconscious. Friends, please follow this. You come up what exactly you are through your dreams. Your dreams will say what you are, because your dreams reflect the unconscious. It is only when you are in sleep it will never show you in the conscious. So what is the main stuff of the unconscious? The main stuff of the unconscious is all our unsocial desires. All our unsocial desires, what we want. I will tell you in detail later. All such desires are suppressed from our conscious brain. We cannot express it. We cannot fulfill it in practice, nor can we express it. So they are all deposited in the unconscious. But they reflect upon our consciousness. They try to affect our behavior, our conscious behavior. We sometimes behave impulsively, suddenly, in a particular way, not conscious that this is the prompting of our unconscious that is making us so much impulsive towards such a thing, to react in a such a way. This much about psychology for the present. So, with these three lights, so to say, I will slowly carry you through that jungle of humanity to say what human is really like. With this, I close the oration today. Namaskar.